Looks like I could get wet on the ride today. Forecast it is for showers. High chance of showers, loads of rain last night, but I'm off to do my first Audax. Not really sure what I'm supposed to do, what it's about. I think there's points you have to check in as you go round or get a receipt, get your brevet card stamped. Not really sure. Doing a shortish one, 100k for my first one, just to give it a go really, see if I enjoy it. They go up to 200, 300, 400, 600k and even longer I believe, but I just thought I'll give it a go. Easy miles, because these things are cycled at a easier steady pace, so more zone 2 as I'm always talking about lately, and I thought that would be good training for Chase the Sun. Also thought I might meet a few more people to do some longer endurance rides with. I don't want to do all fast stuff, I like doing my club stuff, quick stuff, but some slower endurance rides always good. Anyway, heading out to Manningtree for the start of today's ride, and we go out south one direction down to Harwich and that way, and then come back past Manningtree as the halfway point, and then head off north of Manningtree and do that bit of the route before finishing back up at Manningtree. So anyway, better get my head down and get there or I'll be late, because I've got to get signed on and I need to find out some info how this all works. So I've done about 15k now, and the first checkpoint was at 10k, so I think I've messed up and missed the first one already. So who knows, but nothing popped up on my Garmin. I was kind of expecting it, downloaded the route, had points of interest, thought it was going to pop up and say, oh yes, here. That didn't happen. Still, I'm enjoying the roads, some different roads to normal. I've been out this way a few times, but definitely not on the roads I've been on today, so that's nice. Like I said before, I predicted it to be flat. It's flat out this side, so there is a bit of wind. I got my head down and just pushed when I had a tailwind, because it was quite nice to push on. And I discovered why there weren't many people at the start. They'd all started. I've gone past loads, so they must have just started early. I thought, oh, 9 o'clock start, you had to start at 9 or just after. Not you start at 20 to 9 or whatever and do your own thing, but it seems to be the way it is, so never mind. Not seen anyone for a while now, so who knows if there's anyone in front of me or if I'm now at the front. But I definitely ain't seen any checkpoints, so I've definitely messed up, I think. But I'll keep pushing on, see what happens. All in all, it's good though, the ride, but not sure about the Audax and bit. We'll see. Let's keep going. Sun's still out. It's quite bright. I'm a bit warm, if anything, but all's good. So I have missed up, because this says Hare Green was the first one. I've gone past that. Need to know the pub. Pub at the T-junction. What's the name of the pub on the left? Might have to Google that. Went by it, so could Google it, write it in. That'd be a plan. Next one, 33k in, Harwich Pier. What's the name of the white and red boat? Begins with an M, second word begins with an A. Should be able to find that when I get to Harwich Pier, shouldn't I? Shouldn't miss that, Harwich Pier. So, I guess I'll have to keep going, go there, hope I can look the other one up. Don't know what's happened to the app, who knows. Anyway, I'll keep going. The roads are nice, it's not too windy. No rain yet. Shh, don't say the R word. Right, let's crack on. View, nice. See the sea. So I found the boat. Mi Amigo, some radio station boat by the looks of it. Not sure whether it's still in use or not, but not really too sure. Harwich is an interesting little town because the ferries go from here, they'll take you over to Holland and the like. So there's, you know, quite a popular ferry route, cars on and that sort of thing. They've got a lifeboat station. Not much of a major port, because obviously you've got Felixstowe right opposite there with the big cranes. They take all the big ships. After I've been here, Harwich, next stop, I think, on the route is Shotley. And you can see that directly opposite there. See them flats? And if you see the boats, that's where the shipwreck pub is. Very nice for coffee. Coffee and cake. So I'm thinking of going there for that. And then Felixstowe's over there. So it's like a 3-point triangle. There is a little ferry that takes you between, but I think that'd be cheating. I think I'm supposed to ride. I don't think we're supposed to get the ferry. But anyway, made it here. A few people ahead of me, so definitely people set off way earlier than the start time. So that's to be noted for next time. Anyway, right, next one. So I couldn't video much on that bit because it's been a headwind since Harwich, really. So yeah, a lot of headwind on that bit. A couple of small climbs, but nothing. Little inclines, really. But now I'm coming into Mistley and Manningtree. A couple of years ago, the Women's Tour came through this little bit, this road. I don't think I'll be beating their Strava segments somehow. Especially not today on my winter bike. Heavy gear on. But yeah, they came through here. Looks like it's low tide today. Everything's sitting on the mud. It goes out pretty far here. There's only be a little channel left in the centre now if it's low tide. But yeah, bit of a mud bath. Just come up the hill out of Brantham Hill, and cool, it's really opened up. So I found a bus shelter, deluxe, just to shelter for a few minutes. See if it blow through. The sky is coming from that way and it looks quite good. So I'm hoping it's going to blow through. But let's give it a few minutes and just see if it eases off and blows through. So I've still got 40 to go, 40k. I don't want to be soaking wet for 40k if I could just shelter for 5 minutes. Not in a rush. So I think that's the best plan at the moment. It's still raining. Doesn't really show much signs of easing up. There is blue sky around, but I'm under a big grey cloud and it ain't moving that quick. So I think I'm just going to push on and get on with it. Otherwise I'll be out here all day. So that might have been an error in judgment to push through, because it's not raining now, but I got soaked. It rained hard, proper hard. So now I'm wet and a bit chilly. I only put my spring gloves on and my hands were a little bit chilly, but it didn't seem to be moving that quick. And hey, all I know, I might have rode through it and more might be coming behind. So I also thought, when I do chase the sun, it's in June, but it's in the UK, man. It could be raining in June easily. So what am I going to do then? What, wait? You can't wait it out then. So I thought, well, toughen you up, push through a bit. Anyway, it's cyclocross, I'll push through, so just thought, get on with it. Sometimes the best way. Easy bit now, know exactly what I've got to do to get to Shotley, Suffolk Food Hall, back to the finish at Manningtree. So yeah, once you know all the roads, and you've done them loads of times before, makes things seem easy, because you're just like, oh, I've done those routes loads, not a problem. Downhill coming up. So the next thing I had to find was the number of the ship's stores. So number 4. So that's done. So let's get some Coke and cake. Sounds a good idea to me. Right, refueled with a bottle of Coke and a nice slice of gluten-free carrot cake. Always nice at the shipwreck. It's not cheap, £6 for a Coke and a bit of cake. Ain't cheap really, but you do get a decent slice of cake and it is nice and moist. So yeah, I prefer that. I could have waited till the Suffolk food hall, but that certainly ain't cheap, and that'll be busy. So I'd rather just stop here. Felt like I needed to refuel, and then I'll push on now to the Suffolk food hall. Should hopefully be most of a tailwind, if not a bit side, but no headwind going back there apart from this little bit here. So yeah, shouldn't be too bad. First Audax complete, all done. Post that off later, send some photos. The guy wasn't there at the finish, he was still sorting out the 200 km one. Kudos to those who did that today. I couldn't have done that in this wind and the rain we've had. That wouldn't have done it for me, so kudos to you who's done 200k Audax today. But yeah, 100 was enough for me. I enjoyed it, liked going round, kept me going, cycled some new roads, different routes, different things to look for, so that keeps you going. Spoke to a few people, saw a few people, but it'd have been nicer to be cycling with someone. I do like doing group cycling, and that I didn't get from the Audax. So, but I'll try another one when the weather's a bit better. More people will probably be out, and I'll probably try like a 200k one, to be fair, because I need to do some long rides for Chase the Sun, and doing 200k in an Audax, I think that'll be good motivation, really good to do and keep me going. You know, you'll see people at the stops and that sort of thing, so I think that'll be quite nice, but we'll see. I can feel that I've done, well, that'll be about 78 miles when I finish, so about 120k today, so that's good miles in. I've been on the bike for sort of 4.5 hours in total, I believe. Well, the Garmin's been running that long. I did stop at the calf at the Shipwreck Arms, so that'll have it up some time. But yeah, I can feel it in the legs, but looking at the stats, only a 15.5 average, so I did keep well within myself, which is good. I didn't push too hard, kept watching the watts, trying to keep as close to zone 2. TSS score though is like 214. I don't know what the trainer road plan's going to say about that when that goes in later, but we'll see. Probably say rest day tomorrow. But actually, I've got a group ride planned, because someone on YouTube has invited everyone to go to Essex and do a unofficial group ride. So I thought I'd check that out tomorrow. I'm going to do the shorter, slightly slower group, because the fast group is going to be a 20+ average, and that's miles per hour. So I don't think I'm going to have that in my legs after today's ride. So what I thought is I'll do slightly slower, 17 average in a group. I think that'll be doable. It's about 42 miles, so not too bad. Cafe stop at 25 miles, so I think that should be good fun. But looks like I've burnt about 2,700 calories today, and I've probably only put in about 1,500 calories, I think. I'll do the sums when I get home, so I'm going to need to do a bit of refueling when I get home. So I am going to be topping up with some chicken and rice and a protein shake as soon as I get in the door. Anyway, enjoyed it overall. I'm going to pedal the rest of the way home, probably about 3 miles left to do. I'll leave this one here with you. Please like, subscribe, it really helps, and I appreciate all your support and any comments you want to leave. Catch you on the next one.